In my hand, I have the latest August Keep It Simple Sew Along design from Sweet Pea, the Flip and Fold Star Table Center. In this video tutorial, I will show you how to stitch out one of the blocks on your embroidery machine, as well as how to assemble a beautiful table center. Enjoy. Alright, let's create a gorgeous flip and fold star block. We'll be making 4 of these in total, so let's get into a good rhythm. To kick things off first, hoop your cutaway stabilizer, ensuring it is firm and taut to provide a stable foundation for your stitches. For the trimming steps in this project, a pair of small double curved applique scissors are highly recommended. First, place batting ones smoothly on top of the hoop stabilizer. Now, stitch the batting down. After this is done, you will need to remove the hoop from the machine. While keeping the project hoop, carefully trim the excess batting about 1 to 2 millimeters from the stitching. Next, stitch the placement guide for fabric A. Position your fabric A right side up, making sure it fully covers these new guidelines. Now, stitch fabric A down. Once it's secure, remove the hoop again. Trim the excess of fabric A about 1 to 2 millimeters from the stitching, but be sure to leave the fabric within the seam allowance intact. Now, stitch the placer line for fabric B. This next part is the core of the flip and fold method. Place fabric B onto the hoop with its wrong side facing up. Align it so it crosses over the diagonal line on fabric A by about 1/4 inch, with the excess fabric pointing toward the top right of the hoop. Now, stitch it down. Next, you will fold fabric B over the seam you just created. Hold it taut to ensure it lays flat. Using your finger to press that seam is effective. Stitch along the folded edge to secure it in place. Once secured, trim the excess from this piece. You will now repeat the same place, stitch, flip, and stitch process for the remaining pieces from fabric C through to fabric G. Remember to follow your provided instructions for further guidance. Once all the fabric pieces are attached, now embroider the quilting pattern over the entire block, which joins all the layers together. After the quilting is complete, you can remove any placement tape you may have used. Finally, you can remove the project from the hoop with your rotary cutter and ruler. Trim the outer seams of the completed block to about 1/2 inch, which will prepare it for being joined with the other blocks. Set your completed block aside and you are ready to begin the next one. I hope you're enjoying this video tutorial so far. If you love the look of our Flip and Fold Star Table Center, please go check out our August Keep It Simple Sew Along Facebook group. There you'll find a huge community of like-minded machine embroidery enthusiasts. And we also run fun monthly competitions where you can win some awesome prizes. All you have to do is take a photo of your finished project and post it in the group. Folks, we love seeing your designs and it's a good way to be a part of an awesome community. I'll leave a link for that Facebook group in the description below. Now back to the tutorial. Alright, it's time to bring your beautiful blocks together and see your project take shape. Start by laying out your completed blocks on a flat surface. Our strategy will be to first join the blocks into rows and then join those rows to complete the four patch. Take the first two blocks and place them with their right sides facing each other. Now, the key to a professional looking table center is alignment. You can use pins, quill clips, or simply your hands to carefully line up the seams on the right sides. Pay close attention to matching up the corners. Once they are perfectly aligned, it's time to head to your sewing machine. You'll want to stitch that side seam just inside the existing border stitching on the blocks. This clever little trick ensures that your new joining stitch will be completely invisible from the front. After you've stitched the first pair, repeat this exact same process for the other two blocks to create your second row. Now take your completed rows to your ironing board. Press the seams open. Pressing the seams open like this, rather than to one side, is a great habit as it helps reduce bulk where the corners meet. Now take your completed rows to your ironing board. Press the seams open. Pressing the seams open like this, rather than to one side, is a great habit as it helps reduce bulk where the corners meet and ensures your final project will lay beautifully flat. For the final step, join your two rows by placing them with their right sides together. This is the most crucial alignment of all. Carefully match up the center seam where all four blocks meet. You can often feel the seams lock or nest together. Pin securely along this edge, and then stitch the seam on your sewing machine. Once again, remembering to sew just inside the existing border stitching. Make sure to head over to swpea.com to find many more in the hoop designs just like our August Kiss. Give this final seam a good press, opening it up just like the others. And that's it. Your blocks are now perfectly joined into a stunning design. Now, in the final part of this video, I will show you how to add the backing to your project. Start by measuring the length and width of your table center. Make sure to leave about an extra 1 inch of fabric on each side for ease. Once you have your measurements, cut your fabric H, the backing, to fit those dimensions. Then cut that piece in half by folding the fabric and ironing that crease. These two halves will become the backing for your table center. Next, lay the two halves of fabric H right sides together on your work surface. Pin them carefully, then sew a 1/2 inch 12.5mm seam along one long edge. Be sure to leave a 4 to 5 inch 10 to 13cm gap in the middle. This opening is important because it will allow you to turn your table center right side out later. Once stitched, press the seam open flat to reduce bulk. Before attaching the backing to your table center, trim any excess fabric from the corners and points. This little step makes turning the piece right side out much easier and helps those points sit nicely. Now, place your sewn table center on top of the backing fabric, aligning right sides together. Position the opening in the backing fabric so it's right in the center. Pin lightly to hold everything in place. Stitch a 1/2 inch 12.5mm seam just inside the border stitching you already have. After sewing, trim the edges of your table center to about a 1/4 inch, 6mm, and clip the curves. These clips help the fabric lay flat and smooth once turned. Turn your table center right side out through the gap you left in the backing seam. Take a chopstick, knitting needle, or any pointy tool and gently push out the corners and seams from the inside. This gives your table center those crisp, clean edges. Give it a good press to set everything flat and smooth. Finally, hand stitch the opening close with a neat invisible stitch. And there you have it. Your beautiful table center is complete and ready to enjoy. Well folks, that brings us to the end of our tutorial on our flip and fold star table center. I truly hope you've taken away some useful tips and insights for when you stitch out your very own table center. My name's James and I hope to see you back here again next month for another beautiful KISS design.